Thanksgiving erupted into chaos when my sister-in-law invaded our private bedroom. My husband expelled her, and it triggered a cascade of events that landed us in legal battles. I'm Elise, a 28-year-old woman, married to Martin, a 30-year-old man, for 3 years. We met 6 years ago at a friend's barbecue, and it felt like a scene from a romantic movie. He accidentally splashed his drink on me. I brushed it off with a laugh, and we ended up talking for hours. We dated for 3 years before tying the knot, and those were some of the happiest moments of my life. Martin is everything I could wish for in a partner. Kind, supportive, and deeply connected to me in a way I've never experienced before. We both work full-time. Martin teaches high school history, and I'm a graphic designer at a local ad agency. Our evenings are precious to us. We often cook dinner together, experimenting with recipes we find online, then relax with our favorite TV shows. It's a simple routine, but it's ours and I cherish it. When we got married, we faced a tough decision about where to live. We'd been renting a small apartment but wanted something more stable. Martin suggested moving into his childhood home. His father, Henrik, passed away from cancer 6 years ago, and his mother, Margot, a 57-year-old woman, lived alone in the spacious 2-story house. At first, I was hesitant. Living with in-laws can be tricky, and I worried about privacy and boundaries. But Martin explained the setup and it seemed practical. The house was large enough for us to have the entire upstairs while Margot stayed downstairs. It felt like a perfect solution. We'd have our own space, Margot's companionship, and the chance to save money. Margot is a warm woman who keeps to herself. A retired librarian, she spends her days reading and tending to her garden. When we moved in, she emphasized that she respected our privacy and wouldn't intrude. She even playfully suggested installing a bell at the base of the stairs to signal her approach, but we assured her it wasn't needed. For the first few months, everything was wonderful. We fell into a comfortable routine. Martin and I left for work early, often crossing paths with Margot as she brewed her morning tea. We chat briefly before heading out. Evenings were spent sharing dinner, swapping stories about our day. It felt like we were building a genuine family bond. But then Martin's sister, Sophia, a 34-year-old woman, started causing trouble. Sophia and Martin were close as kids. Despite their 2-year age gap, Martin often shared stories of their childhood adventures and how Sophia always looked out for him. When I first met her, I was eager to form a bond, hoping she'd be the sister I never had. But Sophia was distant and dismissive from the start. I initially thought she was just reserved and needed time to warm up. But as months passed, it became clear she simply didn't like me. She'd make snarky comments about my clothes or career, always with a polite smile that made it hard to call her out without seeming overly sensitive. Sophia is married to Julian, a 34-year-old man, and they have 2 kids, an 8-year-old boy and a 6-year-old girl. They live about 25 minutes away in a cozy suburban neighborhood. Despite having her own family,
I can't tell all in the short story for the full story link below.